so round 1 is all done. They're actually just starting round 2 here at the Scorpion Championship. Match play had a little bit different feel today. Definitely a little bit more energy in the room. It seems like everybody was a little bit more loose. I have a feeling there was some of these guys that were pulling off the last night, even just the amount of energy that was at that show was unbelievable and kind of carried over a little bit today. So there's definitely a few good matches. Belmo went 3-1 against Kyle Troop. He shot a pile his last 3. Chris Vi and Chris Prather went 5. Chris Prather did kind of what he did yesterday. He lost his look in the last couple games and ended up shooting 150 his last game. So another good one, Matt Sanders. Love seeing him out here. He's a lefty that I actually just love his game. He went 3-1 over David Kroll. Rasmus Edvall, who is actually one of the few guys that from overseas that is left. He puts 3-1 on Jakob Butturff. Anthony Simonsen and Michael Tang ended up in a roll-off in Game 4, which Mikey ended up winning after Simo 5 counted. And EJ just absolutely hammered on Anthony Neuer, which he shot like, what is that, like 7-0. But Anthony just never really found a look. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how this one develops. So there's one lefty left, and that's in Packy. And I don't know. I don't really have a winner right now. All right, so we got Belmo versus Vi. We've got Hanrahan versus Sanders, Edvall versus Simonsen, and EJ Tackett versus Tommy Jones. That's definitely the matchup that I'm most curious in because EJ has definitely called Tommy Jones his bowling dad, as Tommy kind of took him under his wing when he was younger. So that'll be super fun to watch, but honestly, all of these guys are so good. So kind of the same thing as yesterday, where the highest remaining seed after the first matches, that guy is going to be the 5 seed, and then based on qualifying position, that will seed out the bracket. So yesterday it was 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'm guessing that that's not going to happen today because that was a pretty unique situation. But overall, that's pretty much how they're doing it, and then we'll jump into the show. So let's check it out.
We'll see you back for the show, 7 p.m. Thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the competition.
Well, there you have it, folks. So anytime that a show has 4 either current or future Hall of Famers in it and one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in the entire sport, it's got to be pretty crazy, right? I'm walking out of these matches thinking, you've got Belmo, Tommy, EJ, Simo, and Packy, and it's like, this show, top to bottom, is one of the most talented top 5 ever probably assembled in PBA history. There's just so much raw ability between these 5 guys that I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty cool to see Belmo and Tommy bowl against each other. It's not something that happens terribly often, and Tommy is the greatest of his generation in a lot of people's opinions, and Belmo is kind of, if you're me, you think he's the best of all time. And it's just going to be so cool to see so many stars of the sport bowling something that they really should score high on. So what happens at Bolero is there's 72 total lanes, but one side is the 24 side and one side is a 48 side. All of the qualifying and all that happened on the 48 side, and they just set up the show set on the 24 side. The 24 side hooks a lot more front to back, which is why at the Cheetah show it got so tight down lane, and they were just trying to control it because they couldn't get anything to really push through the mid lane and save enough energy, or if they did, it just went dead left. But this pattern having more built-in shape, and generally it just hooks more like left to right, it'll be pretty interesting to see how they play them. I think that there's going to be some guys that end up really, really far left, maybe even throwing it in the air. But no matter what happens, I'm excited to watch it. Like, just as a spectator and as a fan, to see those 5 guys compete for a title, even the fact that it's not a major, it doesn't matter. You're just talking so much raw ability, just finely tuned into guys that just know how to frickin' strike and have proven it either for a short amount of time like Packy or for a pretty long amount of time like Tommy, and everything in between. Before we get out of here, please be sure to scroll down, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also share this with your friends. Getting out of this match play was one of the hardest things that any of these guys could have done, and the person that ends up winning this tournament really, really earned it. So if you can show your buddy how hard it actually was, that would be super cool. But that's enough out of me for this one, you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to stick around for the show summary after this, and as always, don't forget, your best life is a 10-pin life. See ya.
Yeah, it's not easy. We bowl a lot. We bowl all day, every day, and we never seem to stop. But if you're still bowling and you're bowling a lot, it means you're bowling well. So I'd rather that than a lot of off days. I guess the idea is come back tomorrow, new pattern, new everything, try and do what I did tonight and get another one of these. That'd be fantastic.